You know those times when you come to your calendar and you're just clicking, you're going through, you're looking for that meeting that happened one day. You want to revisit the recap, you want to pull out some information from the chat. You're just going through like this, right? And then you get frustrated. Well, today I'm going to help you to resolve that frustration. Hi, my name is Uduka, and welcome again to another episode in the M365 and AI series where I get to show you tools and features within the tools that you have within Microsoft 365 environment that will work for you and make your work better. Again, this series is about helping you to get more efficient by making your tools to work for you this year. Let's go into what we have today. Like I said, you're having this challenge, you're clicking through your teams, you're trying to find a way to quickly just pull your meetings and get straight to the point and do what you want to do for yourself. And you can't remember the day, you can't remember but you know that this meeting happened recently, you're asking dates and all. There is an application that is part of your team's environment that would help you to change that. Now, within your team's environment, you're going to help me go to the three dotted lines right above where you see apps. Click on it, and you're going to type in that box Meet. I already have the Meet app for myself, so not going to show up here. I've already pinned it, right? But you're going to see this particular application, this one. Click on it. When you search Meet, you would see it. Now you're greeted with a window that looks like this. The Meet application is an application that allows you to have a full oversight to your calendar, the previous activities, the current ones, and the ones that are happening in the future in a 30-day period, right? For example, you can see within this view, on the first thing that you see on this home experience is up next. Up next is showing me all of my events that are coming up, the scheduled ones, the ones that I was invited to. I can see all of them. I can also create meetings from this view. I can navigate back and forth to my calendar from this particular application, and I can quickly just set up a meeting from this application. Let's really explore what's happening within this particular view even further. Now, within this view, let's start with this application, with this particular up next section. I'll explain in details what's happening here. Now, there are two types of details that you would find depending on the meeting that you are looking at. Now, this first meeting on this corner here is a meeting that I shared with myself, right? Now, you're going to see that it gives you the meeting details, the time for that meeting, and you can go to view details to quickly navigate into your calendar view and see any particular information that is related to that meeting, right? Files, whatever thing that is that you've added. Now, and you can see that immediately I close, it takes me back to the application. The next thing that you're going to be able to see is the details of the amount of people that have responded to that particular meeting. Within this window, we can see that no one has responded. So let's just accept. Let me go to the other account, and I've accepted in the other account. I'll just refresh this window so that we can now see the new updates that will reflect based off the other user accounts that's part of this tenant and also invited in this meeting that I have gone to use their account to accept the meeting. Now, let's really continue exploring. Now, you can see now that it's showing that one person has accepted and two people didn't respond. This also gives you insight as to the amount of people within your that have responded to that your meeting. The next thing it also does give to you is an opportunity for you to send a reminder. Imagine that your meeting is coming up in the next probably 24 hours and you want to quickly just send a reminder to everybody to say, oh, this meeting is coming up and all of that. You can just click on send reminder. It automatically creates text like, hi everyone, if you haven't already, please RSVP to M365 and AI demo. Now you can just quickly add any details or just send it like that. Now let's go back to our Meet app, right? Now back to our Meet app. Now in our Meet app, you see I've just sent a reminder from the Meet app. You can pin this app and move it along the line to where you want to see it and all. Now, the next thing that you see here for meetings that you organized is the reschedule button that takes you back to the calendar and allows you to reschedule the meeting like you would usually do for any meeting, right? The next thing is the ability to quickly access your chat box from this particular view, right? If you just click on chat, it will launch the chat window and you can drop any message that is important to you. Next up, you can also copy the meeting links. This show them as well and still view the meeting details. This is for meetings that you organize. Let's look at a meeting that I was invited to. The Atlan in Action meeting is a meeting that I was invited to and it's happening on the 4th of March, right? I can quickly just click here to see all of the details about the meeting. I can I can see the name, the time that is happening. And now notice something. This meeting is happening outside of my work hours. This particular information here is feeding off the configuration that you have in your Teams settings. I'm going to cover Teams in depth in a masterclass, and that's going to come as an extended part of this series. Again, this series is primarily focused on giving you bit-sized information about features within Teams and your M365 and AI that you do not know about that could make your work even better and faster and easier for you. Now, you can go to accepted to quickly can come to this place. I already actioned it before. If I haven't, I would have seen RSVP, and then I can just action either accept, decline, change my option, whatever thing I want to do. I can also navigate to the chat, and I can also use more options in your live environment. You're going to see the in this your chat for a meeting that is set for outside your work schedule. In your active live environment in your organization, you'll see an option that allows you to quickly send a message like, oh, this meeting is scheduled. It says requests. It's usually titled request for the meeting to be recorded, something like that. That one, once you just click on it, it's just quickly that you drop a message for you, for the organizer in the chat, for them to request to record that meeting. You can also see the meeting details. This is about the upcoming event. Now, to the previous events that have happened, imagine that to the core issue that was really spotlighted at the start of this video. Imagine that you're trying to keep tabs on something that happened last week. You can't even remember what meeting it was. You want to see a document that was shared. You want to see recording. You want to quickly see your action item. This application pulls all of those information together. Now, in the bottom, you're going to see all of your recently concluded meetings. Remember again that this shows for data up to 30 days. After that, nothing more, nothing less. 30 days. Now, the all tabs gives you all the previous meetings up to the period of 30 days, and then the content basically shows you meetings that you were part of that had content shared, word files, images, links. You will see them, and you will see the content there as well. Your view is going to be different. Again, this is a test tenant, and I do not have so much data inside of here. Recorded shows you meetings that have been transcribed or meetings that have been recorded, and you'll be able to see the loop component. If there was a facilitator turned on in that meeting, you would see the recap button, you would see the transcript, you will see the recording video, you see all the files that were used, decks that were shared. You'll be able to see it, right? For example, look at this meeting that happened yesterday. I can go to the view recap from here, but this meeting did not have any recap because it wasn't transcribed or anything, right? I can also navigate back to the chat. Now, this meeting has a setting that locks the chat for people that did not attend, so now I can access. But in a meeting where you can access the chat, this view allows you to quickly just access the chat. I'm